here we are going to talk about the quality of a good student. We have a lot of qualities of good students out there, but today I'm only going to talk about 5 qualities of a good student. We are going to talk about attitude, we are going to talk about academic skills, we're also going to talk about ability, we're going to talk about perceptiveness, we're going to talk about self-discipline, and also understanding concepts instead of memorizing them. Alright, so let's start off with attitude, right? We know what is an attitude. We have attitude toward different things. We have attitude towards people, we have attitude towards food, we have attitude towards books, we have attitude towards movies. Alright, a good student, we are saying that a good student basically have an attitude or have an ability or willingness to learn new subjects. Even if these subjects are not interesting. So you just have that attitude, that ability of learning something new, even if your heart is not at it. So that is one of the quality of a good student. All right, moving on, we're going to talk about academic skills. Academic skills, these are the skills that every student should acquire. Every student must be able to communicate clearly. Every student must be able to write effectively and also to read comprehensively. So these are the major skills that every student must acquire. And once you have acquired these skills, then we can say that you possess qualities of a good student. And then ability. Ability is a way of applying what you have learned into a real life situation. So every student must be able to learn something and apply it into their real life situations. Then we have perceptiveness. A good student always perceives the right meaning from conversations, but an average student always misunderstands the original thoughts of a speaker or a writer, and in many times they fail. These students, they fail and also derives wrong conclusions, which is not so good. So try to understand or try to derive or to try to take out meaning from conversations, right meaning from conversations, in order for you to avoid failure and also to avoid misunderstanding of concepts and so on. Self-discipline, we are saying that is very, very good for every student to be disciplined, because it helps you to manage your time, it helps you to meet your deadlines of your assignments, it helps you to be in order. It helps you also to be presentable when you are entering the class, the way you are dressed up, so the way you are communicating with others, the way you are responding to your lecturers, the way you are conducting yourself among others is discipline. So a good student possesses discipline, a very, very good discipline. And then understanding concepts instead of memorizing. Many surveys suggest that it's good for students to understand the concepts rather than memorizing, because memorized facts remains in the memory of the students just for that time being when they are in college, schools or university. But the moment they step out of the university, everything is forgotten, so you don't know anything. So it's better for you to understand the concept instead of memorizing. Memorizing is not a good thing. When you are going to write the exam, let me say, sometimes you memorize, and when the question comes, they are not asking the same way that you have studied. So in the end, it leads to confusions, it leads to failure, it leads to many other things that will not make you to achieve your goals. So try to understand instead of memorizing. We have a lot of other things we can talk about that. A good student have respect of the elders and also for the society. A good student listen very attentively, and we can talk about a lot of qualities, but the few just to highlight back, I talked about attitude, and also we have talked about academic skills, and we talked about perceptiveness, and we talked about discipline, that discipline helps you to meet your deadline of your assignments. You have to be disciplined. it's a major thing that is killing most of the students. Discipline. Most of the students lack discipline. So it's very good if you train yourself to be disciplined. And we talked about memorizing and understanding of concepts. So it's really good to understand instead of memorizing. We know already memorizing won't take us anywhere because we only study to pass. And after passing the subject, you have nothing for future reference or future use. So everything you just vomit on that question paper, and when you step out of the examination venue, everything is forgotten. So it's very advisable for all of us, dear students. Let's learn to understand instead of memorizing the concepts. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like, please. And watch out for my next video.